certain achievements, to me, sometimes you reward yourself. The way I do that is always buying a killer watch. That's my sentimental and emotional connection to something I've done that I can mark in my own little history book, and I do it through my watch collecting.
Sometime in the 80s, he wore it on a cover of a magazine, and Italian collectors picked up on this very quickly and soon started calling this watch with the exotic dial the Paul Newman Daytona.
We've really breathed life into this partnership by, for example, getting the chief engineer, the chief watch designer of IWC over to the Galapagos. We took him into the field, we showed him our work, and we've been field testing some of the early prototypes.
It's very difficult for some people to understand why the simple time-only watch is, coveted by so many people, but once you hold it and see it in the flesh, you really understand.
Early 80s, I moved to Greenwich, and I was kind of surprised that a town of this wealth and this sophistication, there were so many special brands that were not present here. So I said, what the hell have I got to lose? Let me start a little toy store, a little watch shop.
And it's a white gold watch. That sound is so good that we have used it for research very recently to develop a new soundtrack.
Today I'm wearing a Heuer Manza. It's a PVD watch from the 70s. And it's all black, and it's got the original sticker on it. It's got the original strap on it. Look at this, it's a work of art.
It all comes down to personal preference. These are all truly hand-assembled, independent watches, and I think they represent a great kind of positive force in watchmaking. All three of them, no matter the price, no matter the complication or lack of complication, they represent an independent spirit that is really appealing to guys who just genuinely love watches.
The whole field can be split by 1 second, which is 0.1% of a lap. So it's a very precise sport. It's that balance of going over the limit and being right under it at all times, which is really something that you can fall in love with.
And so when I wanted to build this collection, I said, who do I collect? Shall I collect AP, where I started? Shall I collect any watch? Fashion, IWC, or whatever? Or shall I collect the one that I was every morning saying, I'm gonna beat you. So that's the one I said I want to collect. So I went on to collect Patek.
When I get the question, if people come to the counter and saying, are you capable of putting a battery in my watch? Are you capable of handling this brand? Hopefully they'll understand that we do things at the level that the best watch company in the world is doing. And we're doing it right here in Midtown Manhattan.
20,600,000. Any more? Fair warning. The gavel is up for the last time at 20,600,000 Swiss francs. Last chance, 20,000,006. Congratulations.
And then I saw Elongate, like the back of Elongate, and like looking at that, just being like, oh my God.
Absolutely.
This is a little city.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Definitely.
You use the right word, oddball, because at the time it wasn't desirable at all. Amazing in time how this watch today went from, let's say, a $35,000 retail to close to 200.
We have every day our in-house watchmaker to not only supply a quick service, but also to interact with any Vacheron Constantin lovers on the more specific technical details of their watches.
I'm not really a diamond guy.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? Sometimes if I want to have fun, I'm with my constituent rapper friends and want to wear their diamond watches. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get a nice, classy Royal Oak. It's called the Tuxedo Royal Oak, right?
Yep.
So as you notice, it's diamonds, but it's crushed diamonds, elegantly done. So this is like one, like I said, I might have wore this maybe like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
If I just want to just get a little bling, I get classically bling.
This is a first series 2499, the rarest of all the 2499s. There's less than 4 known in pink gold existing today. And this is one of those pieces.
I'm wearing a Novak Djokovic limited edition. It's the first watch of its kind, and it's coming out in October, so I'm very proud and very, of course, grateful to Seiko Company for allowing me to have my own limited edition, so I'm quite privileged to wear it tonight.
This watch is also very rare because the counter of the minute of the chrono is in the center. In Italian, we say the doppia lancetta, the double hands, which means that basically this is a center second minute hand chrono.
Over the last couple of years, we saw big interest rising for our brand in the US, but specifically in New York. I always refer to the boutiques as our embassies, and that should be a home for all lovers of fine watchmaking in the US.
We have 2 crosshair dials, one in steel, one in rose gold. The steel version is going to be an edition of 800 pieces, and then the rose gold version is going to be an edition of 300 pieces. And then we kept the one with large indices and a 6 and 12 as the smallest edition. It's going to be in platinum. It's an edition of 58 pieces.
I also love the movement. The fact it's a steel Alemania movement made for Patek. So this is like, what can you say? You know, it's just perfect in every way. Perfect size, perfect shape, perfect movement, just a great watch.